All right. Um, I'm gonna give it to you straight. Okay. This gang stalking stuff. You shouldn't be calling it gang stalking. You should be calling it silent warfare that's taking place in the United States and across the world. It's headed up by big corporations, big agencies like the CIA and the FBI. I'm not sure about the army branches, but just to give you an example, V2K, voice to skull, electronic harassments, that's low frequencies, hearing those low frequencies. They can access all of your equipment, electronic equipment, and then enhance the sound on it and use it as an echo chamber. Um, Poisoning your animals, deceiving your animals, persuading your animals not to be able to defend you. They have a thing called an invisible cloak. If you look on the dark web, type in dark web gang stalking, and it'll tell you where you sign up. Everything's on the dark web. They have a nausea gun that you can buy it at Walmart and stuff, Sears and stuff like that. If you point it at a dog and pull the trigger, it's like an electronical wave that it hits the dog. It makes the dog throw up. But if you get close enough to a human being, you can make them sick. Of course, hacking electronics is where it all starts. Wi-Fi is the evil one's tool right now. They break into your houses, and they plant cameras, plant bugs. And one of their main things is they spread lies about you. This is why the gang stalkers want to gang stalk you, because they're spreading false lies about you, because they're always recording you. They it's called a neurological system, where if you have a brain trauma injury to your head, you go to the hospital, and if you go behind the monitor, they can see all your organs and stuff. So they're hooking that stuff up to VR goggles, and now you can see through somebody's house. You buy the stuff on the black market. The dark web tells you it all. Electronic harassment is the worst, I think, because it messes with your psychological. You're not able to sleep. You get your REM sleep. You're not able to get your REM sleep, and then you need that as a human being to survive. And the other one is electro lasers. So they use that neurological system hooked up to the VR goggles, and then they zoom in. They can zoom in on your organs. They can see out through the house for you, right? So they're watching you take a shit. They're watching everything you say. They're recording everything you say. And then with that cloaking device, they're around your house constantly, in and out. So if you ever leave the door open, they're gonna sneak in. It costs like $9,000. Look on the dark web. It's some trippy stuff. People think I'm crazy, They also have a mind-altering mechanism that can make people persuade people's weak. If they have a weak mind, it persuades them to think differently. So that's why you become isolated, because your own family members can't hear or understand what you're saying, or won't even try to kick or lounge back with you, because they think you're out of your mind. You know what I'm saying? But this is real stuff. We're at war with people right now, and we're slowly being killed, slowly. And that's, like right now, I've lost everything, man. It started. I've been on this trip for about 14 years. I had a lot of dreams and aspirations, but the gang stalker is usually somebody that's next door, two houses down, someone that knows you personally, or like I said, someone that just lives close to you. It comes from hate. They're hateful people, and they'll do anything. Throw rocks at your house all day, all night. Poison, like I said, poison your dog. Break into your house and you leave. Take advantage of any type of situation. They'll throw 1,000 rocks, and if you throw one, they'll record that one rock you threw and be like, "Look what he does to us," and this is that. They'll slander your name. For instance, there was this one time where this guy, in the years, man, he put up a fence, and he would always tap the fence. And I'm outside, I like to watch stars. He'd always tapping the fence, and I told him, "Look, dog, why are you out here?" I says, "If I was you, I'd be in there messing with your wife. But the effing with your wife and enjoying my family. Why are you out here messing with me, effing with me?" And he'll turn that around and say, "Look, he wants to rape my wife and stuff like that." We caught him saying he wants to. Nah, I'll be in there effing your wife. You know what I mean? So they'll do anything, man, to slander you. They'll do anything to cause lies and problems. That's why those gang stalkers are out there to harass you, to follow you, to taunt you, to interrupt your daily life. because they're trying to do anything possible to make you look bad. They're that jealous of you. They hate you that much. You know what I'm saying? They're just jealous people. You know what I mean? They're hateful people. You gotta, regardless of how evil that is, demonic that is, you gotta still gotta pray for them. But let me tell you about the protection. Stay off of Wi-Fi. Put metal around your house, something that deflects electricity. Put mirrors. Mirrors deflect one of their machines. Mirrors inside, like you see plastic back there. There's a mirror right there. Plastic. So, if you want to do like recordings, like I said, stay with wired stuff. If you want to do recordings or have surveillance, buy an amplifier and a microphone and put them outside. Put the microphone outside so you can hear them walking around and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Buy some laser lights. Those laser lights, so that they want to get to the cloaking shit. You just I didn't get that far. You know what I'm saying? Because my laser lights were stoned. But get your laser lights and you better see those fools, dog. And if they're in your yard, put a hole in it. Boom! You know what I'm saying? I'm about to take off to the Joy Junction, man. Do my 30-day set because the the police don't do nothing. The FBI don't do nothing. They're CIA kind of cats. They look like they're just little nothings, but they have the CIA backing them up and the FBI backing them up. Just 2, 3 days ago, I even rolled up on the Kirtland Air Force Base, man, and I was trying to explain. I didn't know that there's those kind of people that just shoot you on sight. If you just a little sketchy, the boom, like they rolled up with a patrol car with 9 freaking army cats suited and bolted. I'm dressed in army clothes right now, but I'm not in the army. My dad served. My grandpa was he was a prisoner of war for 4 years when he served in World War II. And my dad was in the Navy for 4 years. I wanted to serve. A lot of my family served, but they didn't let me because I had asthma, which is that crushed my dreams at the time. But I'm telling you, I've been a soldado here. I've been a soldier here, and let me tell you. But yeah, so plastic around the house. Get yourself some big dogs. You know what I'm saying, and make sure where they're going, because it's always somebody close to you. Be careful out there. Don't just mumble words. Don't utter words, because they're listening to you. They're recording you, especially if there's some hateful folk. You know what I'm saying? And they're getting money. Go to the dark web. Type in gang stalking. Dark web gang stalking. Gang stalking. Be careful for your electronics. Make sure you encrypt your phones. If you go to the encryption and it's already encrypted, that's not your phone. Do your SIM card, and be careful of carrying your phone around. They have programs like called Scorpion, where if you've ever been pulled over before the cops, they log that stuff in and they can see where you're at any time. So they see your patterns and be like, oh, well, let's go over and check that phone. They populate. So don't even take your phones on you, man. You're gonna have to start reverting back to the old days, wired stuff, maybe even to beepers. I'm being serious, man. I gave up my dog today, 3.5 years. I let my son, since he's 16 now. His mother wanted to see him half the time now, part time now, since he was 13. So when he just turned 13, so I've already went through that. He's 16 now, rolling around. He's doing good. You know what I'm saying? But I don't want him around these perpetrators, that are harassing me. So I don't want him around that stuff. So I'd rather him just do his thing. I'm gonna go do a 30 set. I'm from Albuquerque, New Mexico, here in the South Valley. I'm a Chicano. I'm Cario and Chavez, no. Puro raza, I grew up my whole life. You know what I'm saying? La gente es todo. You know what I mean? Como siempre, to la muerta. You know what I mean? To the day I die, I'm gonna be a Chicano, and that's just who I am. I wish you all the struggle. I'm just giving you a little bit of advice. Oh, so if they can see through your walls and stuff, this is one thing that they hate. They hate that one. This is a fog light. You could put those all around your house like that now. And they can't, if they're using their VR goggles, they can't see because they're not gonna see because they'll blind off. You know what I mean? It's gonna blind them up. You know what I'm saying? So you know what I mean? Throw some bales outside so when hopefully they trip, put them all, scatter them all around and stuff. You know what I mean? Be worried of yourself because that's some demonic stuff that we're going against right now. It's very painful, and it's a struggle that I wish not even on my enemy that he go through. You know what I'm saying? You can't even dial out. You can't even have messages. All your messages are everything being redirected everywhere. You lose all your files. You lose all your music. You lose pretty much all your life. You're isolated from all your Facebook, Instagram, all your social sites. You go to school for business and you lose your business because they're in your emails and all your numbers are tied to your emails. So you can't even go back to it with the new phone. You can't even go back to the email because you're gonna start the cycle, and them roaches are just gonna be up in your new phone. Um, Protect yourself at all times, man. Yeah, carry a gun with you. Make sure you get a little license. If not, even if you have to be in the street, can't carry one anyway. That's why I look at it, man. It's sad. You know what I'm saying? These perpetrators shouldn't have the access to do this, but this country right now in the United States is at war, and people are calling it gang stalking, man. We're at war, man. They're handing these cyber weapons, these hyper weapons that are supposed to be armed for the army and armed forces. They're handing them to regular civilians out here that are willing to do whatever they can with them, and they're getting paid for it. Again, look up dark web game stalking, dark web gang stalking. It'll tell you everything in there. Okay, keep your head up, man.